Okay, here we are again. And guess what? We're going to do another pot pie today. The only thing different with this one is we're going to use chicken gravy, and the rest we're going to do the same. So stick around. We'll do an old favorite with a different recipe. Okay, just like the last time, we start with the chicken gravy. We're going to get that going. We got a cup of water in our little pot here, and we got a gravy mix. We're going to get this going. Okay, fire's on. Got the water heating up in with the gravy. Use the fork and work it around a little bit. Break up all them clumps. That's what you want to do. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that right there. Gravy thickening up nice. I'm turn it off right now. That's what I'm going to do. We'll turn it completely off. That's thick enough. See that? That's what you want. You want a nice thick gravy like that. That's how you want to get it. Then you stick your frozen vegetables directly into this. The heat's off. Gravy's still cooking a little bit, but just as soon as you put those mixed vegetables in there, that stops the cooking process. Okay, we got our 4-way mixed vegetables. Frozen. No need to cook those. They cook right inside the pot pie. Just dump them right in here. Get that whole bag in there. Just a small bag. Get that all dumped in there. This stuff mixed around. I'll tell you what. That gravy thickened up so nice. I'm not so sure how much cornstarch I'm going to need. Probably not a whole lot on this one. I did 2 teaspoons on the last one. That was the beef pot pie, as you remember. This is chicken gravy. Can of chicken's going to go in here. But that's looking, I mean, look at that. That's thick. That's looking good. All right, next we're going to put the can of chicken in. Okay, there's the chicken. I drained the water off of it. No need to keep that in there. This will go directly in here. I know the last time I put the beef into the gravy and then the vegetables, but there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just as long as it gets in there. If your meat gets in there with your vegetables and gravy, then you're doing something right. And that's looking pretty good, isn't it? Look at that. Looks like a chicken stew. I'll tell you what, this one here, this pot pie today is going to get 1 teaspoon of cornstarch because look at that. That's pretty thick as it is. So one teaspoon, you know, if it's thinner, you put 2. If it's thicker, you put 1. You just gotta, you gotta figure that out at this point. And of course, you cannot forget the fresh cracked pepper. Gotta have that. That makes it good. Teaspoon of cornstarch. Get that in there. Okay. We're going to leave that set while we prepare the pie crust. Alright, cut you off a small chunk of butter like that. And just, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but you get the idea. Just rub it around and get this all buttered up. There we go. See that? Got that butter all nice and spread even across there. Get that buttered up good. Then we're going to put the bottom pie crust down. Focus. Okay. Remember the last video? I told you sometimes your pie crust will rip open on you if it's either too cold or too thawed. Well, it happened to me. I had to pinch it back together. So if it happens to you, don't get scared. Just take and mend it back together like that. Pinch the hole shut and then carry on. Okay, now we're going to get that good pie filling in there. Look how thick that is. This is going to be probably top shelf, I'll tell you that. Alright, get all that in there. Get all your chicken stuff in there and just spread it around. Get it even. You want the whole bottom of that thing to be filled up. You want goodness in every bite. Okay, we got the top crust on. Now you know what we do. We get the old fork out and smash the edges. That seals it up. You just take your fork and go all the way around like that. That'll seal it up. Okay, when you get that all pinched together, sealed up, tear off any excess dough you got hanging over, like I've done. Just you'll have a little bit hanging over. Just tear that off there, throw it away, no biggie. At this point, we're going to take and cut some holes in it to vent. Just cut a couple slits in there. I usually put about 4. You can do it any way you want. You can cut them sideways, crossways. You can poke holes. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. That's how I do it. But there's one more thing I'm going to do. Now check this out. Check that out. My sister told me to do that, and you won't burn the edge of the crust. How smart is that? Alright, now all we got to do is put it in the oven. And you know what? I happen to have a little helper here with me. Joe. And he's going to put it in the oven for us. Grab the pie, buddy. Open that up. Right there, don't burn yourself. Going to put it on the center shelf at 400 degrees, and we're going to cook this until it's done. Well, there it is. Look at that golden brown loveliness. My helper left me. He stopped in just long enough to get his tire changed. We went out and done that while the pot pie was cooking. And this is what we're going with. Now, let's take this foil off and see if my sister was right. Look at that. Look at that perfect crust. Frances, you were right. She's so smart. Alright, had to throw away the foil. So I'm going to leave this sit. It's going to rest for about 10-15 minutes. Then we'll cut it open and see if this one's just as good as the last. And there we have it. Look at that. Tell me that's not a thing of beauty. These pot pies are so simple, but they're excellent. If you haven't tried one, you need to try it. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Man, that's what I'm talking about right there.